Why is there a melon here? That is stupid. I guess these things actually are not lossless. So, whoops. Every time that thing catches me off guard. So, yeah, I guess glass item elevators are not lossless on console edition. Strange. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another episode of Silent Survival. It is episode 41, and the last episode, we did a full world tour. There's that thing again. We did a full world tour of this world. Definitely go check it out if you have not already, because we covered everything in this world, and if you're interested about everything that you may have missed, then yeah, obviously, like, the world tour is the thing that you should watch. There's a link to it down in the description for your convenience. So in this one, we're going to be setting up a new kind of cool blaze farm, if not two new blaze farms. So I'm not sure if we'll have time to do two, because I haven't built a blaze farm in absolutely ages, but I'm pretty sure that they're reasonably simple to set up. Alright, so I've gathered up some materials, just everything that we're not storing in our shulker box. We got a bunch of redstone stuff, a beacon even, because who doesn't love beacons, and then a whole bunch of glass, because those are really the main things that we need for this farm that we don't already have stored in our ender chest here. We have a lot of stuff in here at all times. We've added a couple boxes as well, one for like food, and one for potions, and then a random one for lava for some reason. So before we get to our projects, there's a few things that we need to take care of. We have some diamond ore here that we got from a mining live stream. We'll break those down here in a minute. I'm just gonna leave them there and then leave you guys thinking about them. Maybe take a gander at how many diamonds we're gonna get. I'm gonna say 20. So before we get to the diamonds, we need to do the thing that we do pretty much every episode, and that is name some fully enchanted diamond gear after some people from the comment sections. If you guys want to get something named after you, just leave a comment down below on this episode, and you may get something named after you in the next one. As you can see, we have a lot of stuff named after a lot of people. So this episode, we have some pretty hard names. I'm 100,000% gonna butcher every single one of these. So let's just power through this. We have Vane Decedent, Pug Legends Elias, Rival Ruby, Steven Stoddard, Conquistador, Alex Droid, Robin 25945, Nathaniel Richards, and It's Quan. So congrats to everyone who got it. And yeah, hopefully I didn't butcher your name too hard. I'm sorry if I did. We now have a lot of silk touches, and that's not even all the ones that we have. So pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's get to the diamonds. I know you guys are burning to see how many diamonds we get. I'm curious, and I'm thinking again 20 diamonds. I don't think that's too far out of the box. And we got 17. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let's get to the Nether already, and while we're getting there, I just want to say sorry for the very inconsistent upload and streaming schedule recently. Minecon Earth really threw me. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a stretch and kind of hard to get all the videos out on time with Minecon Earth, and, you know, not knowing if you know, you'll have enough videos to make on Minecon Earth and blah, 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 etc., etc. But yeah, we've missed a couple videos. They've been kind of delayed. A couple got canceled. And yeah, normally we try to upload a video on Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. That is the upload schedule, if you guys do not know. You guys don't know what videos are coming on those days, but you know you will probably most likely get a video on that day. And, not sure where I was going with this. I'm sure I can turn it into a shameless plug somehow. Alright, yeah, go follow me on Twitter, link below. And then you'll get updates on whether or not a video is coming out, or if the video is delayed, or, you know, canceled, or streams and stuff. And that is the best way to hear from me about when this kind of stuff happens. So here we are. We have one of our blaze spawners here, and then we have another blaze spawner right over this way. They're way too far apart to be a double. So we're going to make two individual farms and see which one's better, and then only use the one that's better and completely not use the one that's not better. So there is one minor problem with this farm, or I guess there's two. The first one is this is the only fortress in this entire nether. So we basically have to use that spawner and that spawner, which is unfortunate. This is a large world as well. We can't expand it anymore to get more nether. It really sucks that that's the only fortress. But yeah, also problem number two, this is our wither skeleton farm, literally right here. So yeah, that's basically going to fill up our entire mob cap 100% of the time. So we're going to have to implement some sort of lighting system in here using some redstone lamps on top and a butt ton of redstone. And yeah, that'll be fun. That'll take a while. That's going to take a lot of redstone. I have 2 farms in mine. I have one from Nimbom, which is magical, a very, very good farm. But for that one, you need to clear out a lot of space. And I think this one's going to work best for the one that you need to mine out a whole bunch. And then we have a design from Snocrash, which I'm 100% going to modify. So I'm going at this project a little bit differently than I normally do. Normally I test stuff in creative and am super prepared and stuff like that. But this one I'm going totally blind. I have no idea whether or not either of these farms work. And I've decided which farm is going where. The Snocrash design, which will be linked below, is going that way on that spawner over there, and the Nimbom design is going over here, meaning that we will need to do some more mining. But this one is further away from our Wither Skeleton farm, and I'm pretty sure Nimbom's is going to be better anyway, so I just want to get that as far away from the Wither Skeleton farm as we can to give it the best rates. So this does require some mining. I think we need to go in like 15 blocks in every direction. So here is what I've cleared out so far. As you can see, it is a pretty big area actually, and we need to take this upwards by 7 blocks and then downwards by like 14 or so blocks. I think what I'm going to do before I do any more mining is, because we have this fortress right here with some slabs that we spawn proofed it with, I'm actually going to set up a beacon, and you can actually set up beacons in the Nether. Mojang is so kind, and they actually made it so that beacon beams will go through bedrock. So all we got to do is pillar up. So what we're going to do is basically set up a mini beacon and just see if it does go through bedrock. And look at that, it does. Sweet. Awesome. So now all we got to do is set up the full haste 2 beacon down at the bottom of this place, and we will be in business. And this should just about do it if I can place the last block correctly. Let's see if this is actually a haste 2 now. And it looks like, yay, I didn't mess up. It's actually surprisingly difficult to build a beacon when you already have instant mine and you're in the Nether. Believe me, that took me many tries. Anyway, now we can finally get cracking on all this mining. So I should probably finish mining all this out, but I quickly want to show you guys something really cool sounding. I love that. It's just like tons and tons of block breaking noises. It's amazing. It is now about an hour and a half later. This thing is about halfway mined out. And as you can see, we have ourselves a beautiful looking room here. Nice details, excellent contrast blocks, wonderful palette to build with. And yeah. So luckily, the only part of this farm that actually takes any amount of time is, wow, there's a lot of mobs down there, is the actual mining. The farm itself is extremely, extremely simple, and it just uses the Blazes AI to actually like make them go to your kill area. And then we're going to be using a strength 2 beacon, so we barely even need a crusher. So I have a couple sets of stained glass here. I have yellow and orange, and we'll probably be making a pixel art of a Blaze's face on this farm here soon, on like the walls or something. And I also mined out these walls 1 block further than it says to in the video, so that we don't need to do it later when we want to come back through and pretty all this up. I don't know. Currently I have an idea for like just black concrete. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of concrete, but that might look cool. Just come in here, it's just completely black, and then you got yourself a Blaze spawner and then some Blaze faces. That might be cool. So we have yellow glass and then orange glass, and ooh, I am liking that orange glass. Yellow glass is a little bit like green. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna quickly build up this farm just out of plain glass, I think. Or yeah, I'll use orange. Also, another thing I should have said is that this thing hasn't spawned any blazes yet, but that's because there's probably a bunch of torches up there. And also we have like the entire Nether down in this one little ravine. Luckily they're all down there. They're not bothering me until I and inevitably fall down there. Jeez, words. But yeah, the reason why we're actually mining out all this stuff is because Minecraft's AI pathfinding requires solid blocks in an area. So, like if a blaze wants to pathfind to an area, it's first going to select a block in that area, or sorry, it will randomly select a block, say like that one right over there, and then pathfind as close as it can to it. It doesn't really matter if it can or cannot get to it. It's just going to get as close to that block as possible. And hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, we're basically removing all of the blocks within its pathfinding range, and that makes it so that when they see our giant cube of blocks over here, that is the only direction that they will ever pathfind. So speaking of that giant thing that the guys will always be pathfinding towards, it is now time to build that giant thing. And like I said, it's a giant thing. It's 11 by 11 by like 16 or something? I don't even know. But yeah, we got to fill it all up from this corner here to all the way up there. And that is a lot of blocks. Probably should have just like not mined that out, but you got to make sure there's actually no air gaps in it. So we have 3 different things that we're going to do with this. I'm going to surround it in stone for now because that's pretty easy to cover up. But then we're also going to fill it with two blocks. I'm sure you can probably guess those 2 blocks. Can you guess them? Diamond blocks and emerald blocks. No, we're gonna use diorite and we're gonna use granite. So there is actually a real use for diorite in this game, and that is as a proper real filler block. So yeah, so we're just gonna go around and basically fill up this entire thing until it is completely full of solid blocks, so the guys can pathfind. Okay, this is painful. Standing on it's painful, but building out of it, nah, not too bad. I gotta say, this thing is absolutely magnificent. Look at that. It's just beautiful, and it's amazing, and I love it. And I'm kind of very grateful that we only used like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in some stacks. Not bad. Kind of thought it might use some more. And yeah, all I gotta do now is make this thing really, really ugly by putting a bunch of stone around it. Ah, what a shame. I don't know, guys. I kind of prefer it diorite. I mean, what do you think? Do you think stone or diorite? We may have to even try some granite on there, some polished granite, maybe some polished diorite. I don't know, but let's go down there. Let's wreck this wither skeleton, and yeah. Now it is time to actually start building the actually like killing mechanism of this thing. So not entirely sure what I'm doing. I gotta go watch the tutorial again. So I needed a magma block, so I came down here and grabbed one, and I just found like 15 pigmen. Like, no wonder the spawner isn't spawning anything. I mean, yeah, the anger range is not very long. I really want all these guys to be chasing me at one time. Like, that never happens on this version. Here we go. Get all these guys chasing me. Okay, cool. Good times, good times. And now, this version is so nerfed. Hey, we got ourselves our first blazes in there. Yay! Finally, this thing is starting to work. I think killing all of those pigmen probably did help us. So, I watched a little bit of the tutorial. You can see we literally just need 1 magma block. And what we need to do down here is make kind of a smart crushing system. So what we're going to have is, I think our killing block be right there. This should still be in range of the spawner. Yep, okay, so I made this little platform here. All of this activates the spawner as far as I know. As far as I've checked, I think this one does as well. Yep, we're all good. Sweet. So yeah, they're going to fall down on this block, which leaves us with about 3 blocks of room for some form of crusher. And how it's going to function is, well, I guess I'll just show you. And there we go. This thing is pretty much completely done. Now I'm finished mining everything out. I just need to spawn proof all this down here. We get a lot of gas down here. But anyway, the little squisher here from Snocrash is very simple. You can see the redstone up there. Pretty simple. Normally you put a lot more delay on this so that it suffocates the blazes a lot longer, but we're going to have a strength 2 beacon and sharpness 5 pretty much every single time that we come here. The only times we wouldn't have it is if we die, but then we have backup swords, so like YOLO. But yeah, with a sharpness 5 and strength 2, you can do pretty much, you can get these guys down to half a heart with one hit. So basically all you need to do is just a minuscule amount of damage to these guys, and then they're one hit with your sword. So what we need to do now is switch over this beacon to be a strength 2 beacon, and then actually go in there and remove the torches. That's always the fun bit. Is that going to give me strength 2? Someday. Yeah, there we go. Okay, sweet. So I have not seen any blazes actually pathfind to the edges, or sorry, to our little catcher area, but that's fine. I'm assuming once we get these torches out of here, then that will actually start to happen. It doesn't look like there's all too many guys in there. Oh god. Okay, right when I say that, way more spawn. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Oh, I should have jinxed myself. I don't know how I think this is gonna end well, but it's definitely not. We gotta go down in there too. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I don't know. No, I don't think there really is. You just kind of gotta fight them. Or I guess we don't really necessarily need to kill them all. Yeah, we kind of need to kill them, don't we? Oh, well, that's a thing that we can do. I guess I should remove this anyway. Here we go. This is what we need to do. No! One torch short. Alright, cool. We got that dealt with. I'm not really seeing much spawn here. I think the main reason for that is that our Wither Skeleton farm has all of the mobs in it. So let's quickly go check that out. And yeah, we definitely need to do a lot more spawn proofing in the Nether. That's a given. Then we need to get the lighting system on the Wither farm here. Yeah, there's actually not too many things in here. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna leave the Nether and come back here, and maybe we can actually get this thing to be functional then. Well, I went back to the overworld for about 5 minutes or so, just to give everything enough time to despawn, and kind of came back here, and now this thing is ticking, meaning that the mob cap is full, which is just great. So that means that basically neither of the blaze farms that we build are going to be functional. And like I said, the reason for that is our stupid Wither Skeleton farm. So yeah, we definitely need to do a lot more slabbing around the Nether. And yeah, prevent all these spawns. A lot of slabs. We've done a lot of slabbing, but it is clearly not enough. Oh, good. Oh, there's a ghast. Yeah, so we've slabbed all of this over here. You guys saw a large portion over there that was slabbed. We've done a lot, but it is just not enough, as this guy clearly shows. Until we get that done, we're not really going to have any amount of real spawns from our blaze spawners. On Java, they have their own separate mob cap, and then they can just get infinite mobs that way, but these ones do not work. And now I'm really questioning if pathfinding even works the same. So hopefully it does. And kind of just curious if this one's ticking as well. Might take a minute, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully one of these things works. Because, you know, we're already like a good 5 hours into this project. Yeah, this one's just got the mob cap full as well. Well, crap. Let's see. We need to completely prevent spawns in our blaze farm. Alright. So lighting will do that for most things except the pigmen. So our best bet here would be actually to flood this with lava using a whole bunch of dispensers. That'd be way cheaper than redstone lamps as well. We can actually do that too. Have 2 dispensers in the grid going all the way down, flooding it with lava. We have lava. We can do that. Alrighty, well that's the thing that's going to need to be done sometime. Don't know when or how we're going to get enough string for all that, but we will get that done eventually. Until we get that done though, I'm just going to go use the Wither Skeleton farm a little bit because I don't want to deal with blazes anymore. Oh, speaking of which, hi. You get wrecked, sir. I said get wrecked. Bye. So, yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys again in the morning, and then we'll come back to this project and see what we can really do on it. Maybe finish up the other one. I don't know. We probably honestly need to do the spawn proofing of this first before we do another blaze farm. Dang it. Yeah, I think that this goes as absolute proof that this is why we have no mobs anywhere. Jeez, that's like 20 wither skeletons right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little wither skeleton killing compilation. If you don't like the music, just blame the Discord server. They are the ones that mainly influence me on my music because I do not listen to music normally. But anyway, yeah, we ended up getting 4 skulls and getting another beacon. So pretty much just a good little killing session. Took about 40 minutes or so. Not too bad, not too bad. Maybe a little bit less. I don't know. It's gonna slow. It doesn't really matter. So it is now the next day, and as you guys know already, that upload schedule that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, yeah, this video is getting pushed back a couple days, but that's fine. Quality over quantity is always a good thing. Gonna get a longer episode and more done, and actually, you know, have some real progress, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Honestly, perfectly fine with that. Because you know, I always like putting out the best things that I can, and no one else seemed too bothered about it anyway, so that's good. Thank you guys for that, being understanding and all. Always very much appreciated, and really quite awesome of you guys as well. Very nice community that we have. So I have majorly derped. We should have built the Nimbomb design on the exposed spawner, this one right here, but yeah, I didn't really think that the wither skeleton farm would be too big of a deal, and we could just build it slightly further away and it'd be fine. But no, as you guys know, that thing is a totally major deal, and yeah, so now we need to do a little bit more work actually putting in an automatic system to spawn proof that farm, which won't take too long, but we do need to build a couple of other farms before our blaze farms will ever be functional, which is fine. We'll get into that in the future episodes, but now it is time to build the Snocrash design, which we're going to be building right over here on this spawner. And whether or not anything spawns, I don't know. Probably nothing will. But yeah, I'm going to build up the design while he shows in his video. You guys can just watch the tutorial if you want to know how to build it. And then we're going to modify it on camera. Gas be blowing up my blaze farm. These guys are annoying. But anyway, as you can see, this thing is done now. Much easier build process than Nimbombs, but not really. Just the mining takes a lot longer. That was actually way easier. This one has redstone and rails and some shenanigans going on, but as you can see, it is done. I've done a little bit of testing in creative with this farm, so I know a few things that I want to change. And just looking at the design, I know that there's a few things that I want to change. I want to change the pickup system, because how he has it is there has to be some guys in here for your pickup system to actually function. So I want it to be like if there's any guy in there, they get picked up immediately because we're going to get very few guys. Oh, there's a bunch of glowstone over here. I want that. I was supposed to get that when I mined out the glowstone up there. Anyway, glad I got that. Stuff is rare. I have not gone mining for glowstone in like ages. All right, so I also want an off switch for this. So as you can see, the powered rails are always on. And what you're supposed to do is have a bunch of mine carts in here going back and forth and causing a whole bunch of noise. And yeah, I don't really want that to be a thing all the time. And you guys know how minecarts are when you unload the chunks or leave the game or an autosave happens or literally anything happens. Minecarts like to duplicate and disappear and glitch out. So yeah, some sort of off switch for these rails should not be too hard to figure out whatsoever. And then what else was there? I think that was just about it. Yeah, the pickup system, the rails being churned off, and then I also want some dispensers up here for if the minecarts ever get broken by the blazes, because occasionally that can happen. So basically just have a dispenser at the top there. You can press a button, and then it gets a new minecart shot out. I don't have enough string right now for those dispensers, so yeah, let's see. I guess first let's start on the off switch. Over here I already have like a little bit of an off switch. Set up to redstone lamp. It's all fancy, and that just activates the crusher right now, which is on the smaller clock because we can get a little bit of strength 2 over here. Yep, very fine. Alright, so as for a functional off switch for all of these rails and mine carts, it's actually going to be a little bit more expensive than I thought. I thought we could just have like a block here and then a torch on its face, and that would power that block, because we need to power this line of stone brick right here so that all of our activator rails and powered rails are on, but we kind of need these blocks to be here for the actual like drop-off system for our blazes to function. So what we're gonna have to do is get a block here, a torch on it, and then have a repeater going into it, and then a line of redstone right here. So that's gonna be a little bit more expensive than I was hoping. It's only like 9 repeaters, whatever, no big deal. And then that's also gonna be kind of ugly on this side. Yeah, there's not really much else that we can do about it. Think about it now. There's not too much. No, there really isn't. Alright, so the off switch is now in. You guys can see that all of these rails are off. They're not shiny or glowy or anything. If we flick this lever, the fancy lever, then all of the rails turn on, and it is very, very glorious in there. And then also the crusher activates. Very, very simple little redstone. Kind of messy. Kind of looks like a noob did it, but that's kind of how it's got to be. Looking for some ender pearls. There are some, very fine. So what we got to do now is put in the mine carts in here, and a little bit of a pro tip for you guys. You can pick block these, and then you don't need to go back into your inventory to actually get them, and might save you a little bit of time. So that is what they should look like. It's kind of cool like that. I really like how that looks. It's kind of weird that they don't fall downhill when they're on the power rail, but whatever. This is Minecraft. We have quirky things like apples from oak trees and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm going over this way. We need to go this way for the lever. See if this actually works. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And now they're totally desynced. Cool. Let's see what happens when we actually turn this off now. They should just stop wherever. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So that should be just about it for this farm. I thought about some ways that we could change the blaze pickup system, but there wasn't really too much that came to mind. Everything that came to mind wasn't really going to work too well, because it's already pretty inconsistent as it is. How is that going to look? That could look interesting, but I'm kind of not liking it. We definitely need some sort of light down here, because this entire video has been very, very dark. Just realized. Sorry, that's really bad. I don't want a dark video, but it kind of already happened. So yeah, there's not too much that we can really do to modify this farm past what we have done. We need to put in the dispensers, need to get string for that. And yeah, we got some good infrastructure in. We got 2 blaze farms, neither of which is currently functional because the stupid hostile mob cap. What a pain. But yeah, it's definitely cool. We will be doing a lot more on this project in the next couple of episodes. We need to build a couple more farms so that we can spawn proof the wither farm, and then we're gonna slab the rest of the nether here on live streams, a little bit off camera, maybe a little bit in episodes. I don't know. We will get this done. There's a lot that needs to be done, and yeah, it's just kind of a grind. And I think that's everything I want to talk about. Oh yeah, the decoration for this, I'm just going to go for basic kind of nether fortress style here because we have a lot of nether brick. I dug out a large portion of the fortress over this way and a little bit over here as well. So we have a good amount of nether brick back at the base. If you guys have any suggestions for what we could do with this build, obviously leave them down below. Suggestions are always very much appreciated, as you guys know. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. So be sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. Sorry, it's a little bit anticlimactic. I wanted to have 2 functional blaze farms, but dang it, the freaking mob cap. Gotta love mob caps in this game. So yeah, leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. We would love to have you join our community. And yeah, I'll see you guys down in the comment section and in the next episode. Thank you for watching. And then there was silence.